Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvonne and this is Sticky Mess 17. My channel is all about cleaning information, inspiration and motivation, and not body exploitation. So if you're interested, please like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you're notified every Wednesday and Sunday at 10 AM when I upload a new video. When I get to 2,000 subscribers, I will be shaving my head and donating the proceeds of the video to the Wales Air Ambulance and my hair to the Little Princess Trust. Any products I use in my home is always linked on the website, stickymess17.co.uk. So with all of that said, I've been to Tesco. I've got a bit of a shopping haul, but my kitchen is a right mess, but I want to get one poo soup on for lunch because we haven't actually got anything for lunch. So I want to start with that. I'm going to wipe down the counter so I can chop the vegetables and put them back in the pan, and I'm going to show you how I get on with that. It's poo soup because it makes you go. It's not made of the obvious. Okay, so with all that said, let's jump straight into it. So as this is the first video for Christmas, this is why I'm making the poo soup, and it is going to be a lovely, it is literally just a root vegetable soup with bits and bobs. You can put whatever you like in it, but predominantly root vegetables. And as I said, it will make you go. The only thing that I found was lacking, there was something missing in it. So we added some tomato sauce, ketchup, whatever you want to call it, red sauce. And it actually picked up the flavour so well. So I don't know what I was missing this time, but yeah. So as I said earlier, I'm going to be cleaning down the counters so that I can have a clean space to prep the veg. And then I'll get on with the rest of the kitchen. There's one thing when you are making poo soup is that you need to make sure that you've got a big enough pot, because I also put spinach in there and spinach will like go down. But I'm using this root vegetable medley from Tesco just because it was in a pack and it was cheaper just to get a couple of the items rather than a pack of each, you know, a pack of carrots, pack of parsnips, etc, and onions. So but this was actually the cheaper option because we use HelloFresh, so I don't actually need to buy fresh vegetables. So this worked out absolutely fine. I don't like sweet, but I like it in the soup. And this is going to be nice and warming, and now that the temperature is finally starting to drop for winter. Nice tiger loaf or a breadstick to go with it.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing, yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be
You don't have to peel your vegetables. I just like to peel my carrots and parsnips and things. I mean, if you leave the skins on, it gives extra nutrients, but it is very important to make sure that all your vegetables are washed thoroughly before you stick them in the pot. It doesn't matter if water goes in the pot with it because you're going to cover the vegetables with water anyway. Now I'm using a head of broccoli just to chuck that in as well. And then I'm also going to put 2 stock cubes in. I could have probably put a bit more in, but I only had 2 vegetable stock cubes to hand. Also, I'm putting some mushrooms in, and now I'm going to put some water in, and you see the vegetables drop down because the spinach is wilting through it.
No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset it is.
So I probably could have put another onion in there as well, but I only had 1 onion in the pack. And I'm going to put some of these green lentils in water. I had lentils in soup growing up, so I just thought I'd chuck a tin in there, some chopped tomatoes and garlic as well. And then I've got 2 cans of coconut milk just to make it a bit more creamy when I'm finished cooking, and I'll blitz it up.
It will always be Christmas in my heart, but this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family.
Now that my bins are almost full, I'm just going to crack on and grab any rubbish that I've got to hand just to fill up the bins, so I can start basically with a bin clean canvas, and then I can fill them up again. But this is the shopping I've done. I've bought some jumbo kitchen roll, some comfort, some cat food. I'm going to empty the utility bin as well. I also picked up some tinsel. This tinsel was £1 each, and the tag just literally just slides off the tinsel. So I bought 2 of those because I'm thinking of going with my Christmas trees black, just a white and black theme. I suppose match my cats this year, hey? Some Lenore Unstoppables, but I'm going to use the original plastic container that I've got, because the box just, I find it a bit flimsy, and I couldn't get the lid back on, so I'm kind of glad that I did put it back in its original container. And yeah, let's just crack on with that.
It's Christmas in my heart. Let's go outside. The snow is falling down, and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me with a smile.
So now that the Lenore beads are away, I also needed to get an A4 pad just to write some notes down, and another lever arch file. And then I'm really getting into colouring in at the moment. I find it very therapeutic. So I treated myself to a new pack of Sharpies, because I've absolutely ruined and dried out my daughter's Sharpies. They do last a fair while, to be fair, but I've done so much colouring that I needed to replace them. But now I've just taken off the front of the paper, the pad, and I'm going to put it all back together and take that upstairs when I'm ready. But I'll show you this pack of Sharpies. This was on special and it was £20, but I do find Sharpies colouring a lot better than like Cokie's felter pens, markers, whatever you want to call them. We call them Cokie's where I grew up, and yeah, they're just Sharpies. So this is the deluxe pack, I think, and I think there was 30 Sharpies. There's 4 very fine tip ones, and the rest are just beautiful colours.
Making plans, what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you, 'cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk, and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you.
I'm going to have a series coming out in the new year. Things like going through each room and sorting out, because my house is just becoming a clutter pit. Everything is in its room, but it needs to be put away, and I need to wipe down in here and tidy up. And so I'm going to do room by room, and you will see that little series coming out in the new year.
It's so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh, and in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with love and joy. Loving so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
So now I've folded the spewies and I've put the panes on top, hoping that I can get everything together so that I can take it all upstairs. I'm just putting the freezer stuff away now. I bought some milk because we need some more milk. Also a couple loaves of bread to go with the soup for later. Some Baileys, lovely in hot chocolate, obviously not suitable for children. Again, I'm going to fold up the rubbish and put that in the bin. And I've also got some cat dry food. My cats are free fed dry food, but the wet food is sort of like a treat if they medication and things like that. Need to wipe down the freezer, and I've also picked up some other things as well, which I'll show you in a minute. So as my baby hasn't quite been spayed yet, she still needs a toilet. So I've got her litter. I've also got some more of these silky knot satin scrunchies. I find them really, really good. I've got 3 already, but I like the colors on these, and I've also stretched the other scrunchies a bit too much, so I needed to replace them. They're starting to fall apart. I've caught them and things, and you can't go without Christmas without mince pies. Now I bought 15 eggs, and as I opened my boot, they all fell out onto the street. Whoops. My trainer socks, and I've walked through them again, so I needed to replace them, and I got 5 pairs for a couple of quid from Tesco, so that's what I'm doing here. And then I will always wash my clothes before I wear them, so now that is done, and I'll go and put them in the wash. Now, because we do HelloFresh, it's sort of in between meals. There's one day a week we don't have food, so I just got these for sort of like when my daughter's in school, lunchtime snacks. For me, strawberry jam, some more ketchup, and the coconut milk, which will go into the pot later. I also picked up some M&Ms, and my daughter and I are going to play a catching game where we literally take a straw and suck up the M&Ms, so that and see who can pick up the most. It's such a fun game. And I've also bought some new jeggings, because the jeggings that I did have don't fit me anymore, and they are falling down. So I wanted to downsize. I've gone from a 16 to a 12. I haven't tried these on, but one way or another, I'm sort of just about an 11, 13 at the moment. So I'm not quite a 10, and I'm not quite a 14. So I thought 12s will do all right. So let's let's see if they fit, but they're really stretchy, and hopefully they will fit over my swelling. And I forgot that one last super noodle equivalent from Tesco dupe. And now I'm putting all the bags together. But now I'm going to speed through emptying the dishwasher, because as you can see, my counters are absolutely a mess, and I need to do the dishwasher. So now this pot has been bubbling away for about half an hour, 40 minutes. So I'm just making sure that the potatoes are soft and that it's not sticking at the bottom. Give it a good stir, and then later on, when it's ready and completely soft, I will blitz it. It doesn't matter if the potatoes get overcooked and they start breaking up, because you're going to blitz it into a soup anyway. But now I need to turn on the dishwasher and start its first load.
It's going down on Christmas Day.
Now, as I drink a lot of iced coffee, should I say Dow egg, but it's made with cold water, I do go through these bottles, and I try to wash them regularly. I do wash them after every wash, but I tend to wait until I've got the 3 bottles to wash them all together, because I hate washing bottles, I'll be honest. But I've got my bottle brush there. It's on a hook onto the drying rack, so it can just drip straight into the sink, which is why I do that. But I've got to wash my bottles so that I've got something so I can make my coffee later. Here's your reminder, guys. Please like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you're notified every Wednesday and Sunday when I upload a new video. I am raising money for the Wales Air Ambulance, so your support is greatly appreciated to both me and to the charities. That is not going to cost you a penny to subscribe. It is free. all you need to do is hit the red subscribe button down below. But now I'm going to use my hand blender and start blitzing. This video, as by now, has been on, I've been faffing in the kitchen since first thing this morning. And the whole video is only 22 minutes long. So guys, the time lapse and things like that speeding up, you don't get to see everything that goes on. Yes, I'm filming me cleaning the kitchen, but this is with breaks and time out and, you know, being a mum, being in the house, got other things to do, laundry and stuff like that, which you don't see all of us. And not just that, I need a break. I am not as strong as I used to be. So the power of editing, you don't get to see what goes on behind closed doors. How many times I've had to sit down and have a time out just to sort of, for lack of a better term, recover from working, if that makes sense. I'm not as strong as what I used to be, right? I've had a brain injury, if you're new here. I had 3 cysts rupture on my brain last year. I was an absolute blowfish 12 months ago. I've still got a lot of blowfish to lose. So, you know, just be nice in the comments. And another thing about the comments, don't be vulgar in them. You will be blocked. End of rant. So now I've just cut up the breadstick loaf thing, and we're going to have that with our soup. Soup is almost ready. It's been blitzed. I've put the coconut milk in, and now I'm going to dish it up and we'll go and enjoy it. So that is load 2 now, and my dishwasher takes 2.5 hours to wash, so that's giving you an idea on time scale how long it's taken. The soup has also been standing now, so it should be cool enough to put into tubs, and I'll leave that just to cool down a little bit more before I stick them in the freezer. Okay, so I'm ready for bed, and we're going out early in the morning, so I don't want to make my coffee first thing in the morning. So I decided to do it now. I will show you around my kitchen quickly. It's nice and clean, and then I'll show you my coffee. So it's virtually taken me all day just pottering around trying to get my kitchen back in order. The dishwasher's on its 3rd wash, the poo soup's been done and all clean, and my sink has been scrubbed out. That's just bubbles. Dishes to be put away, but I'm leaving them to dry overnight because I can't be bothered. And there's my coffee. And it is solid. It's not moving. I've even tried to use the strap. So we just popped to Tesco in my lovely pajamas, and I picked up this blender. So I'm going to give that a wash now, and then I'm going to make my coffee ready for tomorrow. And cue the mess in my nice clean kitchen. I decided to throw the coffee on the counter because I'm an idiot. So now if you're wondering why I'm using a jug of water instead of just getting it straight out the tap, the only reason is because I've got such a good aerator on my tap that it just makes a huge amount of bubbles in my blitzer, and then our coffee just ends up being a bubbled mess. So that's why I use a jug. I know it's going to blitz it and make bubbles, and also if you put the blitzer back on the base and blitz it with washing up liquid in it, it makes it so much easier to clean, but we won't tell anybody that, will we? Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notification bells. Wishing everybody a wonderful festive season, happy holidays, whichever way you celebrate, and just have a break over the Christmas period. Have a wonderful time to you and your family.